Today, we talk about the biggest, most badass sneaker unboxing of your lives.
Boopy scoop.
Another New Balance, this time in a red and gray box, which is interesting. And this, woo, this here is a 530. New Balance 530. Not made in USA, but that's okay. This was a rare to find me purchasing from Flight Club these days, but interesting enough, they had the cheapest price for the size I was looking for. And this was a West NYC collab with New Balance, and they chose the 530 model, as you can see there. And I don't know why, but I wasn't even looking for this shoe, but when I saw this colorway, I was so blown away. I was like, oh my God, man, this color combination of bright colors, with the orangey infrared, with the purple, coupled with the tannish, whitish base. I thought this was absolutely insane. I was like, I have to have it, especially right in here, right towards this little translucent area. I was like, I don't know why, that just like drove me crazy, but I was like, I have to have this shoe when I saw that. So here it is, finally have it. Kind of works with my scrubs, I think, right? But yeah, I was very impressed with this. This was actually, I believe, West NYC, another sneaker boutique in New York, obviously. And, oh, I forgot, their insoles were pretty cool too. You get the West NYC logo in there. And then, of course, the lovely decals giving you a nice little feel of New York. And, yeah, just really blown away with this. This looks great. Can't wait to rock this spring, so. Glad I have them. All right, another Nike box. Woo! The Air Max 93. This was one of the OG colorways, the Dusty Cactus or Menthol, whatever you want to call it. Originally, this was the Air Max 270, but now we call it the 93 as well. Reason being, obviously, the 270 degrees of visible air. First time Nike had done that, back when they were still trying to progress how much air they could fit into a shoe. Love this kind of neoprene sock liner, 90s vibe. The translucency on that swoosh is OD. Very gummy, very fun to touch. Love that. Probably shows better on this side. But yeah, this is super nice. Obviously gives you that dad shoe, old school 90s vibe, which I love. And then the colorway is super awesome. I believe this was the first silhouette, or I believe, oh, you get the Nike Air on the bottom. I believe this was the first Nike Air Max model that featured colored air bubbles. So obviously not the air bubble itself, but the inside of the air bubble where you see the color matching the swoosh. I believe this was the first Air Max model that actually pulled that off. Prior to that, the Air Max 1, Air Max 90 was just, you know, there was no color in there. This was the first time that I believe, don't quote me on it, but if I remember, if my history serves me correctly, this was the first model that featured colored, you know, Air Max units. Then obviously, that hit of more menthol on the back, saying Nike on it, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, finally have these two. Yes. So here we have the Nike Kobe 3, Zoom Kobe 3, I believe. And this was that, what some people considered the ugly waffle cone pattern. But I actually remember first time I saw this shoe on Kobe, I was actually a huge fan. I was like, damn, that's pretty dope. Get a little waffle cone pattern on your shoe. Let alone the fact that, you know, that waffle pattern is actually pretty significant to Nike's history as well. Given that the co-founder of Nike, Bill Bowerman, used to use his wife's waffle iron to create the first waffle outsoles for their running shoes. But anyway, now, again, me being a huge Kobe fan, I was like, well, to complete the pack, I gotta get a Kobe 3, especially because he won his one and only MVP award in this model, and that was a great year he had in this model shoe. And this, of course, was the MVP colorway. So you see the MVP tongue there, the big swoosh on the back, Kobe, Zoom, bop bop. A little dirty, but that's okay. But yeah, just a fantastic shoe. It's got a nice little Dubré with his signature on it, which is cool. But yeah, and to find it in my size and in a Laker-esque colorway, I think that this was a no-brainer for me, so I'm glad I pulled the trigger. But yeah, I don't know why people hate on the shoe so much. Got a little snakeskin or crocodile pattern syntheticness on the sides here, but yeah, just, no, I had to have it. I had to have it, sorry. Ooh, here we go. So, Nike's latest innovation. Not too bad. This is the OG colorway of the Nike Epic React Flyknit. So obviously you got the new age Flyknit upper. I love this color combination. You got the bop of yellow, the bop of Concord, I guess, the bop of infrared, the bop of white, the bop of the dark navy upper, and then the bop of the icy blue protectors on the sides, and then of course the React foam here. So this is the first time I'm actually feeling React. And then obviously you see it say React there. It says Epic React there. You can kind of make out the swoosh on the upper here. There it is. But yeah, very, very sleek silhouette. This was the first time Nike debuted, and then of course the little bop of the pink swoosh in there. This was the first time Nike had debuted React technology on a running model. Prior to this, the only other time they had debuted the technology was on their basketball sneakers, but those were encased React foam, whereas this is exposed React foam, so there's some concern obviously that they'll wear down very easily, but that's why they added these two little beautiful looking translucent gradient outsole pieces. But yeah, just the look of the shoe I think looks great. It looks very modern. A lot of people say this was their answer to the Adidas Ultra Boost to compete, but I really don't get wrapped up in that stuff. I'm just happy to see a beautiful looking shoe, and this color combination really looks sick to me. You know, you see that kind of cut in from the heel portion. Not sure if that's going to play a role or not. I went a half size up just in case from what other people were saying, but yeah, I think this looks fantastic. I don't know how you can top this colorway, but they're going to be busting out a bunch of them over the coming years, so have fun with that, everybody. But glad that I got these for retail. Sneakers and stuff. Had to go international for these boys. So we got two in here. One, a black Adidas box. The other, another Saucony. I was happy enough to see that these were retroing, but I was also smart enough to know that there wasn't a lot of hype behind them, so I would be able to wait until they went on sale, and they did. So that's why you're seeing them now as opposed to when they were initially released. These are the OG colorway of the Adidas Handball tops. Love this color combination of red, white, and blue with the gum bottom. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Love when Adidas does something totally different. You see the Trefoil logo, you see the three stripes in red that really pops with the black accents. And then of course Adidas along the side with that little curvy pattern. You see the toe there. Bada boom, white laces. Just a beautiful, beautiful shoe. And I love the cutout indentations of the gum bottom here. So really thought this would work well with my Beckenbauer Adidas red tracksuit. Thought this would be a very clean look. Always nice to see nice new silhouettes that don't look like your traditional three-stripe Adidas trainers. I think that's always awesome. So, and I knew they would go on sale, so I'm glad I waited. Patience is key. And then the other nice thing is they got this beautiful, beautiful buttery-ish suede in the back here and along the toe box. So these are going to get dirty pretty quick, but very timeless, very timeless. And they just released a bunch of new colorways of this, but I'll stick with the OGs. This looks way better to me anyway. Saucony, a traditional OG-ish Saucony. This is a Jazz original vintage. Vintagey looking paper as well. And here we have the traditional black, white, and silver Saucony Jazz. So this is probably Saucony's marquee model for their brand, the Jazz. And you see kind of that vintagey looking midsole. But again, one key criticism I've always had of Saucony is for some reason they don't accent or contrast their center S pattern here. But they did a good job of that on these vintage Jazzes. Again, their classic model. and I believe this was the first time they had debuted their traditional triangular traction pattern, which is now very typical very typical staple of Saucony. You got the mesh along with the suede, along with the nylon, and nice little cushioning in there. White laces, black laces. Not sure if maybe black laces would look better on this, but the white looks pretty dope too. Silver hit in the back. But yeah, very glad to finally have a classic Saucony shoe. Here we got the LeBron 6s. Zoom LeBron 6 to be exact. You see again the LBJ pattern, the crown, LeBron James, Nike swoosh, size tag and pull out ring. Another StockX special. And here is the Kobe. And here is that lovely LeBron 6. Now this was that OG colorway that was featured in that hilarious commercial he did with Nicole Scherzinger. You know, not a lot of people's favorite model. This was probably, yeah, this was the last model before the hype picked back up on the LeBron models because they switched designers. I forget who jumped on. Was it Petrie? Who jumped on the 7 moving forward, and a lot of hype came on with the LeBron 7 and onwards into the 8, 9, 10. But this was probably that last one that was like just too many people were like, what is going on here? And you see kind of that old school look to this. You got this thick midsole, heavy stitching. Interesting outsole though with that Nike swoosh. But I do like the color blocking on this. It's very, I don't know, I feel like this could easily be rocked on the streets. You got beautiful color blocking of simple white, black, and red trim. The LBJ logo, obviously. And then you see the 6 with the traditional lion head. And then, you know, this little pull tab, which kind of looks weird in combination with everything else, but what are you going to do? And there's this carbon fiber, yep, a little carbon fiber plate in the heel cup area. And, yeah, of course, there's another line pattern in there. But yeah, just again, then you get his little Dunkman logo. Didn't know about that. Plus a little red trim pattern in here. Yeah, this is pretty cool. I don't know if this is his signature or what in here, but whatever, doesn't matter. Point is, you know, needed a LeBron 6, and to me, this was the marquee LeBron 6, the one he promoted, the one he marketed, the one he wore in that commercial, or gifted to Nicole Scherzinger, I should say. Already can tell this patent leather area is kind of fading a little bit, but that's all right. I got his signature right there, that's cool. But yeah, I mean, I think this is just a very clean looking shoe. A lot of people point to the Stewie model, but that was, you know, like a rare sample, and no way I was gonna go after that. But interesting lace tips as well. I'll show you guys that. One says 2, one says 3, obviously for his numbers, 23. So yeah, overall, clean shoe, like it. Had to get it to complete the whole collection of LeBrons. Only one I'm missing, that Fruity Pebbles. May pull the trigger on that soon though. All right, another red New Balance box. This one, New Balance 850. Another StockX special. Look at that. Another Ronnie Fieg masterpiece. So again, 850, new silhouette, had to get it. Best one available, the Brooklyn Bridge. So this one takes inspiration from the Brooklyn Bridge, a bridge that was actually designed by an alumni of the college I went to. So big ups to Robles. Was it Robles? I believe it was Robles. Oh, I'll have to double check. Anyway, you see the 850 kind of digital printed there. The RF Dubray, the hit of that blue. Boom, 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 lovely outsole. You know, very dad shoe, chunky look, but don't mind it at all. Comes with this interesting pop of color laces, but I like the white laces in there. Probably going to leave it in there. Interesting color combination on the midsole right there. That's kind of cool. But yeah, hadn't seen anyone else really do an 850. Get the speckled pattern on the midsole on this side. So, you know, decided to go with this one. Actually comes with a couple extra laces that actually might work pretty well as well. But I think I'll probably just stick to the traditional white. I really like this. Love that hit of red trim on the end. Really, 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 really dope. Not my favorite New Balance silhouette, but again, I think he nailed it. And again, any kind of New York inspiration, I'll take it. Another commemoration to the American workers. Another New Balance. Oh, baby. Wow. Here we have a special concepts collaboration on the New Balance 998. Didn't own a pair of 998s and was looking for the best available colorway, and this is it. I am telling you. Now, one thing I loved about this shoe, first of all, it's inspired by the new $100 bill, which came out around the time of the release of this sneaker, which I believe was around 2013-ish. So you can see that with the hit of blue, it's commemorating the blue stripe on the new bills. The copper hits, the vintagey hits, this tannish color along the upper, and then this green olivey hit in the back. You see the New Balance there. What else? Made in USA, obviously, premium materials. The thing I loved about this 998 over any other collaborations or GRs is the fact that they really took advantage of blocking out each individual part of the shoe with different colors. So either sometimes you'd see monochromatic throughout the whole upper, or maybe these two would be one color, but these would be a different color, or this blue stripe area would kind of mesh with the rest of the shoe, and I didn't really like that. I love that, you know, you get the copper to separate this little piece, then the olive here, then the gray, then the midsole is a different color, then this blue piece here, then the white midsole, then this upper. Just everything kind of stood out. And on top of the fact that despite standing out so well, and being so loud, so to speak, it really isn't that loud because it's so many muted colors that work fantastic together. This is a fantastic, fantastic shoe. So happy to have it, and yeah. It did come with these laces, which, not gonna lie, I think these would work very well with the shoe as well, but I like the white laces in there, so I'm just gonna leave them in there. A very expensive shoe. This shoe definitely held its value. Whew, guys, I am sweating. This is a lot more boxes than I anticipated. I don't know why I waited so long to open these up, just to be dramatic about it. But join me on the next one. I'm going to split these up into separate episodes so that you guys don't get bored, and I can crank out more videos for you. So see you on the next one.